What up, Joe? You tuned in to the What Up Though Show Network. It's your homeboy, the OG Tim Wilson. I'm here with Big Ed and Ways, and we are here to help you get through your fantasy football week unscathed. All you got to do is take our advice. This is the Fantasy Football Roundup. Yo, what's going on, fellas? What's happening? I know I muted y'all, man. So, Big Ed, I know you wasn't in the room when I muted you, so you muted before you say what's up. What's up, Big Ed?
Hey, I already unmuted myself.
my man, on top of his game. Joe, what's happening with you?
Man, not much. Getting ready for this big old turkey day.
Oh shit! Nah, I don't know how y'all week went, but only one game mattered to me, and I lost it. I lost to Joe this week, and I ain't happy about it. But it's cool. It's in the Dynasty League, and the Dynasty is the name of the league, and we plan on. I'm building for the future. Like I said, I'm tanking this year in the Dynasty League. I'm tanking, but I'm building for the future. So y'all better watch out. I'm coming. Big Ed, how did your week go?
My week in fantasy football was good. Was all right. I went 1-1. I'm only in 2 leagues.
It was a tough week, man. It was a tough week. It was a week where the good teams fell and the bad teams won because the good players didn't. It was a weird week out there, man.
Man,
All players was putting up numbers. Joe, how did your week go?
5-0. I don't think I need to say any more.
I told you the bad teams win. But look, with no further ado, man, let's get this party started. Anybody ready? Anybody ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's
I switched it up on y'all.
Yeah.
All right, I see.
I got the E-Dub. That bitch is beautiful.
Who the fuck is E-Dub?
Yeah, I ain't trying to get no. They need to pay me for that one.
What is E-Dub?
I'll advertise fucking Crown. I'll put it in the chat, but I'll advertise Crown Royal any day for free. But E-Dub, they gonna have to pay me.
All right. Never mind then. We gonna keep it right there, y'all. Let's see where we're getting started at. Big Ed.
Yeah. We got the heavy hitters.
Well, hit us with the heavy hitters, then, bitches.
At quarterback, we got Justin Herbert, Aaron Rodgers, and Jalen Hurts, with an honorable mention to Kirk Cousins.
I was gonna say, motherfucker.
That's 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row that he got snubbed. Kirk Cousins got snubbed 2 weeks in a row. Justin Herbert had a great week, man. He had a great game. I want to guess. I want to take a real quick guess at the number one running back.
Go ahead.
Jonathan Taylor.
Bing, 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 bing.
That motherfucker's on fire.
Man. Yeah, his season is, man.
These last 3 weeks, he's been on fire, man. He just took off. He's in a different place. Once Derrick Henry went down, I think once Derrick Henry went down, he saw the opportunity to be the best in the league.
I was just gonna say, you know why that is? The king game out there right now.
Yeah, there's a new king. There's a new king in town, man. There's a new king in town. He's the man. He's showing that he's the best running back after Henry.
And right behind him, we got Austin Eckler and Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, Christian McCaffrey did have a good game. Yeah, he did have a good game. Cam Newton started this week. That was interesting.
Yep.
Yeah. He didn't have too terrible of a game. He met my expectations, but he wasn't as what a lot of people I had seen were hyping him up to be for this week.
He was pretty much what I expected. So.
He almost made it into an honorable mention.
That's good. That's cool. I mean, he had a decent game. He had a decent game, not bad. But coming off the couch, for coming off the couch, it was even more than decent.
Right.
I must say though, man, before we move on, it was a horrible game, the sloppiest game of the week. It's just bad football on both sides of it. But man, both running backs in that Lions Cleveland game was bringing it. Nick Chubb and Darius Swift was bringing it.
What'd
What's
you
his name?
expect?
DeAndre Swift. Darius Swift. What's his fucking name? I'm losing.
DeAndre.
DeAndre
De-
Swift.
him, Swift and Chubb was going at it, man. They balled out. Both of them balled out. Both of them. I give him that. But
Well, that's
after
why
that,
I
horrible game.
that's why I enjoyed that game though, is because it's been a long time since you've watched a game where on both teams the running back is carrying the entire game.
Both of them were horrible, man. Both of them were horrible. It was bad football. But okay, my bad, man. My bad. I didn't mean to take it for you. Big ass wide receivers. Who the heavy hitters?
Going to wide receivers, we got Justin Jefferson,
Mm-hmm.
Devontae Adams, and Elijah Moore from the Jets.
I would have guessed Jefferson if I would have took a guess. That would have been my guess. As the heaviest hitter because he balled the fuck all the fucking way up.
Now, I do want to make a quick backtrack to quarterback. Y'all
Okay.
saw the play where Tom Brady ran for the first down, right? And he celebrated like he just ran 89 yards.
That's because Tom got out the backfield.
Hey, but the craziest thing is this year he's got the most rushing yards he has ever had in his career.
But no, the funny thing was because Tom know he's old and never was a runner, and too old to be running. But they asked him about his 10-yard touchdown run, and he said it was 11 yards. Yeah, better give me my props, God damn it. Yeah, I was proud of that fucking run, man.
Man,
So anyway, who tight ends?
Tight ends, Zach Ertz, Travis Kelce, and Darren Waller.
No surprises there, right? Exactly.
man, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Zach was a little bit of a surprise to be the top dog. Other than that, there's no surprises there. That's pretty much what you expected, right?
Yeah, that's a week by week thing right there.
Yeah.
Hooper had a decent game. If you had Hooper out there, he had a decent game. But as I predicted, all the Cleveland receivers wasn't shit, and all the Lions receivers wasn't shit. I tell you, this Todd Boyle guy, or whatever his name is, something Boyle for the Lions, who was playing quarterback, he made nigga miss Jared Goff. He was absolutely horrible.
Damn.
Wow. Not you missing Jared Goff now. Is that who's going to be playing on Thursday too?
I have no idea, but who's coming up defense, man?
Defense, we got the Patriots, the Texans, who put it on Tennessee, and the Buccaneers.
Big shocker, the Texans stepped up and kicked Tennessee ass. Big shout out to Tyrod Taylor, who had a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did.
And Tyler Heineke had a good game too, man. We didn't mention him when we talked about Cam. So he had a decent game too. So big shout out to them, man. Well, that is your heavy hitters for the week, right? Is that it? Anything else? Is that all?
Nope, that was it.
That is a wrap, man.
I gotta add one more in there as a kicker.
Go ahead.
Greg motherfucking Joseph. That's about it.
Fuck the Vikings, man. You always got to throw in a Viking at the end when, man, you almost bad as your brother. Yo, we got the injury report coming up for you guys, man. We got the injury report coming up for you guys, man. I tell you what, though, I do want to throw an honorable mention there. Debo got off on y'all ass, but that's all right. I just wanted to do this. I just wanted to plug 49ers real quick since we plugging our squads. But Debo did do his thing this week. Injury report.
All right. Max Williams for the Cardinals, tight end for the Cardinals, has been placed on injured reserve. For now, we'll see later on in the week. Calvin Ridley is currently considered out for this week's game.
Okay.
Uh, Justin Fields,
Yeah, he just came back though, didn't he?
he did. He
Damn,
just came back and he went right back out.
damn. All right.
Justin Fields is considered doubtful, but may play uh, with a rib injury. From what I'm hearing though or seeing is the rib injury may actually keep him out of the game.
Yeah, he's got some bruised ribs.
Yeah.
Well, there's two things. There's two ways to look at that. One, you can look at it like Baker. Baker was saying, "I know I'm hurt, but this is an opportunity because I'm playing the Lions. God damn it, I'm playing, hurt or not." The other way to look at it would be good time to take a rest because we're playing the Lions, and I think we can get by on this one without our starting quarterback.
Well, and Andy Dalton is not a terrible quarterback.
And he's not terrible. So,
And what's the
uh,
point of putting your rookie quarterback out there to get hurt?
yeah, to get that win because it's the Lions. That would be the whole point. But at the same time, it's taking that risk because their defense is actually not horrible.
Mm-mm.
As
Yeah.
bad as the Lions are, their defense throughout the game, they're not horrible. They can play. They will stick in Baker ass. They're just a bad football team in general, and they just don't know how to win. They can't finish a game. Um, but yeah, there's two ways to look at that. So I think with considering they got Dalton, I think they're gonna err on the side of caution and let Justin Fields get a rest and feel confident that Andy Dalton can beat the Lions.
And not only that, there's another little nugget to this game coming up. It's probably going to be Matt Nagy's last game.
It is Matt Nagy's last game.
That's the rumor going around right now.
Okay.
Matt Nagy will be fired after the Thanksgiving game on Thursday.
So this is his way of admitting that the Lions are going to win their first game of the season.
But Jason Garrett got fired. The offensive coordinator for the Giants.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it was even though it was good to see Saquon back, Jason Garrett got let go. That says a lot about the Cowboys, don't it?
And here's the thing, Jason Garrett, though, I think that's kind of unfair on his part. He's not in control of how terrible Daniel Jones is. When I say Daniel Jones is Eli Manning light, I am not joking. All right, Eli Manning won a Super Bowl by luck, not because he was great. Yeah, either way, not because he was great, because he had an awesome running back behind him, and by luck.
Well, he had awesome defenses too.
Awesome defenses,
and he had some lucky ass receivers that can catch balls with their helmets.
Well, yeah. I'm going to say though, I am going to say this. I'm going to have a little pushback. Eli was not the greatest quarterback, but Eli in both of those Super Bowl years had some very good fucking seasons. He had a really good season that year. They went on that run, especially the last one. They went on that run and won the Super Bowl. He had a good year that year because they were beasting him the previous year. He damn near got the MVP that year. He had a good season. And yes, he's a tough motherfucker who's a goofball, but he's tough. And he made in each one of those games, he made one fantastic epic ass play. The one to Manningham down that sideline, the best throw I've seen him throw in his career. And then the
David Tyree catch.
That motherfucker that was a hell of a play, man. Yeah, people remember the catch, but people forget the play, man. That motherfucker was sacked.
Yeah,
that motherfucker was damn near sacked, dude. He shook some motherfuckers off to get that throw off, man. He shook some niggas off and kept that play alive and threw that bitch up. And David Tyree made one of the greatest catches in the history of the Super Bowl. But yeah, there's some luck in it, but I do believe that it's underselling what he accomplished because he did have good years those years. He just overall, year in year out. He's no Daniel. He's better than Daniel Jones. I'm gonna give him more credit than that.
Yeah.
But
Well, and
he had
I won't say Eli was absolutely horrible. I'll never say that because he's had his moments. I will never say that about Daniel Jones.
I agree. There you go. There you go. I'm not saying Eli is Peyton,
No.
but he's not Daniel Jones.
The way Daniel Jones is playing, Eli looks like fucking Tom Brady. All
Tom
right.
Brady,
So
Tom Brady can't beat Eli.
that is so fucking true.
He can't beat Nick Foles either.
All right. So moving on, we got Amari Cooper is out due to COVID.
Yep.
Now this is really gonna hurt Dallas. And it's a new status I got on my list here. I'm putting CD Lamb on the watch list due to concussion.
Yep.
If he's not getting better by the end of the week, that may jeopardize Dallas's chances of winning.
Interesting.
Does Dallas have a Thanksgiving game today or this week?
Yes, they always do. Dallas and Detroit will always play Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't think CD Lamb's going to be in the lineup.
Yeah, Dallas
Yeah.
got the Raiders.
Dallas and Detroit host the Thanksgiving games. It used to only be those two games, and they added another game because Detroit got decimated so far. They went down so far that people said, "Give us another game, please."
Yeah.
So that's really what happened with that. The 0-16 season was the last straw. They were like, "Give us another fucking game, man. This is pathetic." And so, but Dallas and Detroit host a Thanksgiving game every year. So they did keep that tradition, but then they added a game.
Okay. Next up is an injury that will affect a lot of people's seasons because I know a lot of people have this man on their roster. Jamal Agnew has been placed on injured reserve. He's out for the season. He's done for the rest of the season.
Now, who is that?
I believe he's with the Jack.
What position?
What's that?
What position he play?
Wideout.
Oh yeah, if somebody had him, they stuff.
Yeah. So he's done for the season.
I didn't know who he was.
Me neither. I was going to ask him, who the hell is he?
Yeah.
Jamal Agnew's been having a pretty damn good season. He's not up there with the top 10 wide receivers, but he's definitely within the top 15.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
Well, those are the kind of players that you can sneak and find, and you find good players on bad teams. Those can win you some games in fantasy.
Yeah.
One,
So-
he's a young player. So if you're in a dynasty league like us, don't get
Good
rid
pick.
of him. Throw him on your IR. Keep him because trust me, he's going to be something special down the road.
Okay.
Next up, we got Jordan Howard. He's currently listed as doubtful, and his head coach is saying he is unlikely to play this Sunday. We have Chris Carson. He's done for the season.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, he's going through disc fusion surgery. They're expecting him to be healthy by late spring. So yeah, he's done for the year.
Seattle's in trouble.
Yeah, Seattle's going through way too much. There's no chance for them to really do anything special this season at this point.
Now does everybody see why Russ wanted out?
That's true. And the final addition, Jared Goff is listed as questionable, which personally I'm hoping he plays anyways.
I don't
because-
have any insight on that for you guys, but from the only little bit that I've heard was that if he doesn't play, there may be someone else playing other than Boyle, maybe another quarterback playing. I don't know what's going to happen. If I hear anything, I'll let you know. But I have not. There's not been a good word to the ground here in regards to the Jared Goff situation.
Man.
The Lions quarterback for this Thursday.
Man, and You know things are bad in Detroit when there's a potential that they might bring someone up from the practice squad to play this week.
No, they have another quarterback. They have another quarterback. the
It's
backup, the backup quarterback was actually hurt.
okay.
Boyle was actually third string.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So that was
Okay.
the third string quarterback playing last week.
Okay.
So allegedly the second string quarterback should be back, and if Jared is not able to go, we should be able to get the second string quarterback this week instead of Boyle.
Okay. That could work in you guys' favor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. But yeah, that wraps it up for the injury report this week.
And that wraps it up for the injury report. And coming up next, what we got? The meat and potatoes.
Meat and
Start 'em
potatoes
sit.
with a side of collard greens.
Here we come, y'all. Just in time for Thanksgiving. We got meat and potatoes and a side of collard greens. Little mac and cheese, maybe some cranberry sauce. But we're not doing chitlins this year. We're going to cut the chitlins out. No chitlins.
Hell to the no. We ain't doing no chitlins.
Y'all can hate all y'all want. I ain't doing chitlins this year, but that is a nice little side piece.
Fuck you. You can eat booty noodles if you want. I'm not.
Hey, booty noodles be on point with some goddamn Louisiana hot sauce.
All right. You can't. You gotta act like you're not gonna eat them if you're gonna call them booty noodles. You can't. You can't say booty noodles proudly and eat them. That's
Right.
that's not the way that works. That's not the way that works.
I know for damn so I ain't eating no booty noodles.
Yeah. See.
It's the one time I will eat the ass. Let's go ahead and move on to the start of the sit.
Stardoms and Siddums, folks. It's just the meet the Stardoms and Siddums. Starting off with quarterbacks. Who gonna start it off?
I'll go ahead.
All right.
I'm gonna take Justin Herbert against Denver, Jalen Hurts against the Giants, and Dak Prescott against the Raiders.
I mean, he was really confident in those picks. He listed them off fast.
Yeah. He's strong with it. Strong with it. He couldn't wait to go.
Mm-hmm.
Joe.
I'm starting Josh Allen against New Orleans. Believe it or not, Russell Wilson against Washington. And Joe Burrow against Pittsburgh.
Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
I'm gonna go Tom Brady against Indianapolis. And after what I saw, I can't wait to start Lamar Jackson against Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go Aaron Rodgers against the Rams. Ooh, I should have did Aaron Rodgers and Matt Stafford together. Huh? I fucked up. Yeah, I want to do them too. I'm going to do Aaron Rodgers and Matt Stafford against each other.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say if you start both of them.
You mind if I throw in an honorable mention here?
I just did, so why not?
All right. I'm going to put in Cam Newton against Miami.
Oh,
Nice one.
Oh, really? All right.
Who we got for sit-ups?
Well, hold on. Since we all got honorable mentions this week, I'm gonna throw Mac Jones in there against Tennessee.
Oh, I like that one too. Not a bad one.
Hey, I'm not going to lie to you. Over these last few weeks, Mac Jones has really been proving himself to me.
Balling the fuck out.
Man, that young man has kind of broken my... Because I've always agreed with you, OG, about rookie quarterbacks. But he's kind of starting to break that mold for me because he's performing at a different level for a rookie quarterback.
Well, I'm going to say this though. My thing is with rookie quarterbacks, you wait till they prove it. You got to let them. You got to let them do it for a little while because I mean they're rookies, yes, but after they've gotten a few, I don't do it on their first start. I'm not starting on his first start. He's got to learn this game, but he's started from the beginning of the season. We're what 8 games in, 9 games in, 10 games in.
He's
11.
got a winning record.
Yeah, this is week 11 coming, so we 10 games in. He's a rookie, but he's got some experience now. He's learning this game.
Mm-hmm.
So now I don't feel the same way about him or Justin Fields as I felt at the earlier part of the season. I feel differently about them now because now they're showing me something. And now they're showing me something. They're looking like the game is starting to slow down a little bit, to be almost cliche. The game is starting to slow down to them a little bit, and they're catching up to it. So I don't feel the same way about them now that I did. But that first start when Big Ed was talking about start Justin Fields on his first week, shit, I dare you. They ready to tee up on this little motherfucker.
And that's what they did too.
And that's what they did. But now you can get him out there, and he can put you up some. He can give you a performance now. Now he can put you up some points. So it was not a stay away from him. It was just hold off, wait for it.
Yeah.
You know. So I'll say that to that. So with that said, with my sit-ems, since we're talking about rookies, I'm sitting Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
It's Atlanta. I'm sitting Tua against Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting Daniel Jones against Philadelphia.
Did we just
All
sit
right.
Daniel Jones for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I did. I did a real cheap one. I wanted to go cheap this time. Those are real cheap choices.
Big Ed?
I'm gonna sit Ben Roethlisberger against Cincinnati. I'm gonna sit Jimmy G against Minnesota, and Carson Wentz against Tampa Bay.
You will pay for sitting Jimmy G.
Hold on, though. I got something that's gonna surprise you in a minute.
Don't you ever sit a 49er again in the rest of your fucking life.
All right. I'm going to say Andy Dalton against Detroit.
Actually, me too.
If the Bears win that game, it's going to be on the back of Montgomery. I'm going to say Heineke against Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say Tyrod Taylor against the Jets.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know. That's that's cool. Only one on there. I'm totally on board with is Andy Dalton. I'm on board with that. I'm sitting him too. I just think the Lions defense is a little underrated. People look at their record and think because the team ain't shit, the D ain't shit, and I don't know. It's they're just a team. As a collective, they are not good, but shit, they're not giving up a whole lot to motherfuckers. They ain't giving up a lot of points. That's why they're always in these games because of their defense. Yeah.
And that's what I was going to say is because you brought it up a few different times this last few weeks. Detroit has not had a blowout game against
They ain't blow out much.
every single game's been close.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I think they've had one or two that they got handily kicked their up. I think Cincinnati kicked their ass pretty handily. And one other team beat them pretty handily, but for the most part, they've been in every game.
Yeah.
Close. So yeah, I'm not. I don't. When I look at this, I look at fantasy different than I look at real life. And yes, in real life, trust me, they ain't shit. But in the fantasy world, they've got some value.
Mm-hmm.
Running backs.
I'll start this one off.
All right.
He always like to start running backs. He always jump in now. I don't know what it is. You say running backs, all of a sudden he jump up. You used to be a running back.
Yeah.
That's
I mainly played defensive tackle, but I did a little bit in running back.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, jump on that one. Go for
it. The obvious choice: Christian McCaffrey against Miami.
Absolutely.
The second obvious choice: DeAndre Swift against Chicago. And then I have Dylan from Green Bay against the Rams.
Oh, okay. All right. He surprised me. Swift wasn't my second obvious choice. My first obvious choice was the same as yours, so I'm going to skip that one. I'm going to give you my new first obvious choice is Jonathan Taylor against Tampa Bay. And then I'm going to give you Dalvin Cook against the 49ers.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to give you David Montgomery against the Lions.
Ooh,
Mhm.
okay. I'm gonna give you AJ Dillon against the Rams, Najee Harris against Cincinnati, and Joe Mixon against Pittsburgh.
Mm. Out of those three, I can tell you right now, I think Joe Mixon's gonna have the biggest game.
Yeah, I like all of those. I like every player we picked in this one.
Yeah.
I like. Who's the Siddums?
Um, I have Gordon against the Chargers. I have Pollard against the Raiders, and I have Gaskin against the Panthers.
I'm gonna go with I like that Gaskin against the Panthers. I'm sitting him too. I like Josh Jacobs against Dallas.
Mhm.
Um, I'm gonna go with McKissick against Seattle. Um, and I don't even know who's playing running back for the Titans, but sit him.
I told you last week who was playing running back for the Titans.
AP.
You know I don't listen to you.
Remember we held a funeral for him?
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
we didn't hold a funeral for him.
you did.
You held a funeral for him.
Yeah, but I'm sitting him this week. All right.
I'm sitting Josh Jacobs. I'm sitting Daryl Henderson against Green Bay. And I'm going to sit Zeke against Las Vegas.
You crazy as hell, but okay.
Zeke almost made the injury report. I should put that out there. He's currently listed as questionable. That's the only reason he didn't make the injury report. But there's a chance he may not be, and it's a knee injury. So we'll see.
All right, we'll see. But I ain't sitting his ass.
OG, you want to go ahead and get us running on the wide receivers?
Absolutely. I'm going with Debo against Minnesota. I'm going Debo against Minnesota.
And for his third pick.
And Debo against Minnesota. No, okay. So I got Debo against Minnesota. I got Cooper Kupp against Green Bay and Devontae Adams against the Rams. You know I like it. You know I love it.
Okay.
Take their quarterbacks and their receivers. How about that?
Bro?
I'm going to go Stephon Diggs against New Orleans, Debo Samuel against Minnesota, and DK Metcalf against Washington.
Motherfucker.
That Debo is a good pick.
Look, I don't even got to say my picks because, bro, Big Ed he got all my motherfucking picks. I got Debo against Minnesota. I got Diggs against New Orleans. And I got motherfucking DK Metcalf against Washington.
That's all good, man. I like that.
Now, just so everybody knows, so the audience knows, me and Joe did not talk about this show before we started.
Absolutely. But everybody, what y'all really need to know is we all three picked Debo. Against Minnesota.
Doesn't mean y'all's going to win. So let's go on into our sit-ems.
Okay. All right, Siddums. I'm gonna go Jarvis Landry against Baltimore.
Okay.
Sit Odell Beckham Jr. against Green Bay because I still don't trust him. And I like this guy, but this week I'm gonna say sit Chenault for against Atlanta. Wide receiver for the Jaguars against Atlanta.
Okay. Bro?
I'm gonna sit Terry McLaurin against Seattle. Cool. Let's see. Let's go Elijah Moore against Houston. And Curtis Samuel against Seattle.
Okay. I've got Mooney against Detroit. I got Odell against Green Bay. And I got Davis against Houston.
That's an interesting one. Big Ed, start us off on tight end. Startums.
I'm gonna go Kittle against Minnesota, Goddard against the Giants, and Noah Fant against the Chargers.
I would first like to say that Kittle, a great pick. Joe, who you got?
I have Kittle against Minnesota. I have Hawkinson against Chicago. And I have Gesicki against Carolina.
I have to say that Kittle pick was fantastic. Let's see here. I'm gonna go Andrews against Cleveland. Kyle Pitts against Jacksonville. Yeah, I'll go with Kittle against Minnesota. How about that? I won't fight it. I'll stop fighting it. I will stop fighting it. I was debating though. I was gonna say Freiermuth against Cincinnati, but I'll give him an honorable mention.
Okay.
Okay.
Siddums, folks. Siddums.
I'm gonna say Conklin against San Francisco, Hooper against Baltimore, and Uzoma against Pittsburgh.
I will say Hooper almost made my sit-ups list. But I chose Knox against New Orleans, Cook against the Broncos, and Met, him against Detroit.
Commit. I actually almost picked Knox as a starter, but he's got him as a sit-em, so that's interesting. But I don't know. I don't knock it because they've been struggling. But I'm gonna go Tyler Higbee against Green Bay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Jared Cook against Denver. And Dan Arnold against Atlanta. Joe, you want to kick us off on defenses?
Absolutely.
Start them up.
First stardom for defense is Chicago against Detroit. Second stardom is Minnesota against San Francisco.
Oh, wow.
Third stardom, San Francisco against Minnesota. I expect a low-scoring game.
All right. Big Ed, you want to dive in or you want me to go?
I'm going to go the Texans against the Jets,
Ooh.
the Patriots against Tennessee, and Jacksonville against Atlanta. Atlanta can't do shit lately.
I'm going to go with the Cowboys against Vegas, the Eagles against the Giants, and I'm going to say the Jets against Houston. How about that?
Wow.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I think the Jets is the better team.
In all honesty, I don't think either one of them are better.
No, they're not better. They're the two worst teams in the league. But the Jets is better than Houston, in my opinion.
I don't think either one of them are better than Martin Luther King High School.
Look.
Defense sit-ems.
All right, I got the Saints against Buffalo. The Browns against Baltimore. And the Raiders against Dallas.
I'm going to sit Miami against Carolina, the Jets against Houston, and the Broncos versus the Chargers.
Well, so he's sitting my starter. Okay, I see how we're doing this. Okay. All right, then. I'm sitting the Steelers against Cincinnati, the Titans against New England, and the Buccaneers against Indianapolis.
Hmm.
And the
All
Colts
good.
against Tampa Bay. And I'm sitting both of those defenses. They're going back and forth. They're scoring. So yeah, I'm sitting both of those. So that's our startums and situms, y'all. I hope y'all were paying attention. I hope you were taking notes. And I hope you win thanks to us. How about that? How about that? Coming up next, we're gonna pick some games. So we go from startums and situms to pick'ems.
Oh yeah.
I just want to first recap last week for you all. Starting off with the big dog, yours truly, got 11. Right, 11 and 4. Yes, sir. I went 11 and 4. Joe didn't do so hot.
No.
Joe went 8 and 7. Even though he went out on a limb with a tie, that one didn't work either. So he went 8 and 7. And bringing up the rears, Big Ed, he went 7 and 8. How about that? He lost by one game for the second time. He came in last, but this time only by one game. So 8 and 7 and 7 and 8.
No.
Big deal. You went 11 and 4.
I will throw in Kim tied you with 11.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. As long as he didn't beat me. As long as he didn't beat me. That's
Yeah,
all.
because you probably would have got some messages talking shit.
Oh yeah. She sent Robbie some. Or she sent Big Ed some.
Yeah, well, yeah, Big Ed is the right one. He's the one. He's the one to talk to. He's the one to talk to.
This week. Won't be next week.
All right. All right. Well, that said, what we got on tap this week? Who's playing?
Coming up first, the first Thursday morning, the first Thanksgiving game of the day. We got the Bears and the Lions.
I'm going Lions.
I'm going Lions.
You know where I'm going. I'm going Bears.
Oh, I thought you were going to go Lions.
Hell no. Nah. The fuck? If you don't never pick against the Vikings, why I got to pick against the Bears?
What we got next?
Game number 2. Raiders at the Cowboys.
I'm going Cowboys.
Oh, I'm going Cowboys.
I'm going to go Raiders.
Ooh, okay.
Game number 3 on Thanksgiving Day. The Bills versus the Saints.
I'm going Bills.
As am I.
All 3 of us are going Bills. Steelers at the Bengals.
I would like to say real quick, we all 3 went Bills last week too and got our ass kicked. But anyway.
Kim did it.
Go ahead, Big Ed.
I'm recording the podcast. I'll play back recording the podcast.
Okay. He's recording a podcast. We can't.
I ain't
can't-
editing that out, by the way.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead and edit it out. Sorry.
It's,
Nope,
on,
I'm
I
not.
wasn't expecting to get a phone call.
it's on you. It's on you, Big Ed. If we just finished with the Bills game.
We all said we're going Bills.
I know
Steelers Bengals.
that I said. Okay. Steelers Bengals. I'm going Bengals.
I'm going Bengals.
I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna go Steelers. Panthers at the Dolphins.
I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the Dolphins.
Not really a limb, sir. It's just it's a tight matchup. It's
I'm gonna follow OG and say the Panthers.
Carolina.
Cam has brought something. He's brought some electricity back to the Panthers.
He's brought some electricity back to Christian McCaffrey, not the rest of the Panthers. Did you not see that performance last week?
Next up, we got the Eagles versus the Giants.
I'm going Eagles.
I think this is an easy pick, the Eagles.
Latone would love this episode of the show because we all picked the Eagles.
Okay.
Titans against the Patriots.
I'm going with the Patriots.
As am I. Mac Jones is doing too much for the Titans right now.
You know what? I also have to go Patriots because, just like you said, Mac Jones, he's on fire right now.
So, Falcons at the Jaguars.
I'm going to go with the Jaguars.
You know what? I'm going to go with the Falcons.
I'm going to go Jaguars.
They're both shitty teams.
Exactly.
What the hell happened?
No.
Screen froze up on.
Okay,
Sorry.
I got you.
Buccaneers at the Colts.
Hold on. Oh, yeah, you're right.
I'm going Bucks.
I'm going to Bradyville.
We all riding Tom Brady coattails this week. Jets at the Texans.
I am going with the Jets.
I'm going with the Jets as well.
I'm going to go Texans.
Actually, I'd already written that down. I already knew that. I've been high on the Texans all night.
Chargers at the Packers.
Huh?
Or no, Chargers at Broncos, right? Sorry.
Okay, Chargers at Broncos. I'm going to go Broncos.
I don't know why this switched to that.
I'm going to go
I'm going
Chargers.
Chargers.
Hold on. What'd you say, Joe?
I'm going Chargers.
I'm going Chargers as well. Justin Herbert's doing way too much for damn near anybody in the NFL right now. Vikings at the 49ers.
Tough one. Let's see. Hold on. Let me flip a coin. Heads or tails?
Vikings.
Tails.
It's heads. I'm going 49ers.
I'm also going to go 49ers.
I'm going Vikings.
Oh, we already knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Rams at the Packers.
That's a tough game.
Where they're in Green Bay?
Yep, they're in Green Bay. It's cold as fuck up there right now.
I'm going with the Packers.
I'm gonna also have to go with the Packers as much as I fucking hate to do it.
You say
God
that.
damn it. Yeah, because I'm a Bears fan, and this is the
I
Packers.
don't care, but you say every week.
You don't never want to
do this, but I gotta go with the Packers.
You don't never want to, as a Bears fan, you don't never want to have
every week. Stop hating it. Don't just stop. It's called self-hate. Love yourself.
Well, I'm going to go with Rams because it's Matthew Stafford's time to actually go head-to-head with fucking Aaron Rodgers and make it close.
And I would like to say for the record, that's exactly why I'm picking the Packers, because he has always gotten his ass kicked by the Packers his entire career. And so, therefore, I see no reason for him to get it right now. I'm just saying, he still got some demons up there in Green Bay.
Next up, we got the Browns versus Ravens on Sunday night.
The Browns versus Ravens. I'm going Ravens. It's easy.
Yeah, Lamar's back. I'm going Ravens.
He's actually listed as doubtful, but even if he is not playing, Huntley is one of the most underlooked fucking backup quarterbacks there is in the league right now. I'm going Ravens.
And on Monday night, we got the Seattle Seahawks up against the Washington football team.
This is actually closer than I would expect it to be, but I'm going with the Washington football team.
You see, it's closer than what I am comfortable with Seattle having Russell Wilson, who I believe is potentially a first ballot Hall of Famer down the road. I am going with Seattle, though.
As am I. And that does it for this week's Pick'ems.
That's it for the Pick'ems. As a matter of fact, y'all, that is it for the show. We want to thank you all for joining us this week on the Fantasy Roundup, brought to you by the What Up Though Show Network. I'm your boy, OG Tim Wilson. That's your boy, Big Ed, over there on the end. That's your boy, Waze, in the middle right there. This is the Fantasy Football Roundup, Week 11. Good luck, guys. I hope you win it all, man. I hope you win. I know the playoffs are coming soon, so you got to make that push right now so you can get in and make that final run and get you a chip, baby. Yo, we wish you the best. I'm your boy, OG. On behalf of Big Ed and Waze, we want to thank you guys for watching the Fantasy Football Roundup. See you next week.
Just need to clear my mind.